Now, the nice thing about this limestone rock that I failed to mention the last time is what it's gonna do is it's gonna actually balance out the pH levels in the pond and make things a little bit better for a natural build. And there she is, good old Pan. You're warming up to us now a bit. So we got some koi in this tank, some plecos and catfish in this tank. They do have red tail catfish, but I'm not seeing any in the tank as of now. They do have some arowanas in here. There's one right in the back. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Molnar's Garden. Pond is all cloudy again because I just added a whole bunch of new rock. I'm still trying to work through smoothing out the bottom edge with all of the limestone fill right here. The water does get crazy cloudy, as you can tell with the pond. So it takes me a minute to figure out, while the water settles, where I need to patch up some spots. Now, the nice thing about this limestone rock that I failed to mention the last time is what it's gonna do is it's gonna actually balance out the pH levels in the pond and make things a little bit better for a natural build. So Olivia and I took back the pond filter that we had for it, along with the sprayer and everything else. We decided we're gonna scrap that whole thing. We're gonna keep this as natural as possible and see if we can make this work without any type of outside influence. One of the things that we're already having an issue with, though, is last night I was taking the pig out up by the house to go to the bathroom before she went to bed, and I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. That can't happen. I don't know how this is going on. I thought I was smart trying to do this pond in winter time where the mosquitoes hopefully weren't out, but apparently, I don't know, we got rid of our cold front. It looks like they're coming back, so I can't have that on the property. I'm not dealing with mosquitoes. So today we're gonna go out, we're gonna get fish and stock this immediately with some fish that will take care of all the mosquitoes so that they don't become an infestation on the property. While the fish are going to be a huge help in eating the mosquito larvae, there's a plant that I'm going to propagate out right now to some extent that is actually going to help as well. Behind me, you can see the beauty berry. This is a plant that actually will help keep mosquitoes away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this down right now, some of the last of it that we have this season. And I'm gonna take these berries over the pond area and just scatter them around and hope that they pop up. The birds do a really good job of doing it on their own with the wildlife here in Florida, but I'm gonna take these berries, just chuck them all around the pond so that hopefully in the spring they start popping up really well on their own as volunteers, so to speak, and they'll help keep the mosquitoes away even further than what the fish can do. But for right now, we need to get the fish still as well. But let's get these down, spread this around the pond so that it can start hopefully establishing, germinating, and everything else that these berry seeds are gonna do. And that's it, real simple. Just take some of the berries, sprinkle them all around the edge, and we'll see what germinates out in the spring and starts popping up for next season. We are getting some rain today, it's supposed to be, so that's a good sign that things will hopefully take a little bit better. But speaking of things that are purple, Olivia and I went to the farm swap at Donnellan's Tractor Supply yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And we went looking for silkies to replace Coco that we lost recently, and we ended up coming back with not silkies, but that's right, we got some lavender guinea fowl. Now, if you missed our short, we are looking for name recommendations for these two girls. So far, I've been calling them Charlotte and Victoria. I don't know why. Being that they're a lavender coloration, I really felt like they deserved names that make me feel like they belong at tea time. So if you guys have any name recommendations, drop them down below. But right now, I'm going for Victoria and Charlotte. Let's see if you guys can come up with anything better. Now, these girls are only in this tub for the moment. I'm gonna start moving them out in with the chickens so that they can start getting accustomed to each other. One of the great things about these birds is they are going to be a fantastic alarm system for if anything happens to our chickens again, these girls are gonna go off like crazy and let us know that there's something going on. Because right now, the roosters don't make any type of noise when they get attacked. They just go on the defensive and try and attack back. So I'm having problems knowing that anything's even going on. These are gonna be great for that. Not only that, but they're also gonna be fantastic for getting rid of a lot of the pests on the property. Things like ticks or any other types of bugs, especially the ticks. That's the big one that I'm very excited for them to help out with because we do get them on the animals occasionally. We gotta clear out a lot of stuff, which is part of what the pig is to help for as well. And there she is, good old Pan. You're warming up to us now a bit. Now, a reminder with Pandora that you can see now that Caleb's moved, she is a mini pig, but one of the great things, she hasn't been handled really before. She's starting to get a lot tamer, but she's going to be helping me clear out a lot of the overgrowth in the wooded area so that I can start planting actual fruit trees and stuff that we want there. So she's gonna help me tear through all that. I'll run the guinea fowl through as well to help clear out any type of bugs and stuff, and then those areas will be ready for planting. We do have quite a bit of wooded area, and I don't want to clear that out myself this spring. That's just gonna destroy my back. It already hurts bad enough as it is. So the pig's there to help me out with that. Anyways, that's enough of the animals we already have. I showed you guys the new guinea fowl. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below and let us know if you have a better name than Victoria or Charlotte for those birds. It's time to head out, start getting some fish. We also gotta get a dog pen, pig pen type setup for the pig so that she can have some access to outside. We have her inside all the time, and at this point we want something that we can just kind of contain her in. So yeah, we're gonna go hit Tractor Supply and a few other stores and go errand shopping and get some new fish. You ready, Bubbas? You wanna go shopping? Let's go. There you go. Now we're finally at the pet store. We've never been to this one before, so we're gonna see what they have. We'll let you guys know if we find any fish. So we got some koi in this tank, some plecos and catfish in this tank. They do have red tail catfish, but I'm not seeing any in the tank as of now. But they do have some arowanas in here. There's one right in the back. It'll come out. There it is, right there. And then we got some goldfish up here. No. And also in this tank. Fancy guppies. These are the ones that I used to breed in high school. They breed like crazy. Super tiny right there, but that's a freshwater puffer fish. Lots of little feeders. We got fish. I picked up some koi, some goldfish, and a couple of plecos. If I were picking up any other type of fish, I would not be doing it this way with introducing them into the pond. It's not established for any other type of fish, but koi and goldfish are very hardy fish, and that's why I feel comfortable going ahead and giving this a shot. I didn't get all the fish just yet. I want to make sure these have a chance in the pond before I do anything else with adding even more fish. So for now, we're just going to go ahead, put these in the pond for about 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most, and then we'll come back, open it up, and let them get settled in. It's been about an hour since we put all of the bags into the pond to let everything acclimate. We do have plants that are going to be going in here as well, but for now I'm going to toss the camera over to Olivia so she can film me letting the fish loose into the pond, and then I'm going to go change into some board shorts and hop in here and start working on the rest of the pond with the fish in it. This one.
Let me get a close-up of them. And then let me get a close-up of the one you just showed me. Looks funny like that. Turn it. Okay.
And these are the goldfish and pleco I got. There we go, we got the first 3 koi in. Before I get the goldfish in, this was actually my favorite koi that I saw there. Absolutely gorgeous. We got another one very similar, but a lot less black in the coloration. It's a lot lighter, and so I was just gonna take that one, but I kind of just had to take this one at the end of it. There you go, buddy.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
They're in there.
Well, yeah.
The water is still cloudy for me dumping rock in. I'll be sure to get you guys better shots once the water clears up.
It's cleared up a lot, though.
It has, just from today. go the goldfish. And we did get 2 plecos, or plecostomus for those who don't know what they are. They're a bottom feeding fish. They look like this right here. Let me grab this guy out. So there you go. They're a bottom feeding fish. That'll help clear up all of the bad algae and stuff like that. Clean up any type of leftovers that the koi and goldfish don't get. Looks like everybody's kind of just chilling on the bottom right here in this spot right now. We'll let them do their thing, get kind of adjusted a little bit. We'll come back, put the plants in, and start having some fun with the fish. Hopefully this works out okay. If it does, we're gonna go ahead and grab more fish, but I didn't want to get too many right now. I just wanted to go ahead and get these ones in and make sure they all take. We'll give them about a week, maybe 2 at most, and make sure they all survive. And if everything's looking good, then we can start adding more fish into this. So we're back out here and it's raining. I'm gonna spray off some of these rocks just a little bit. Then we're gonna start adding them into the pond. Build out those habitats for the fish to be able to hide and play around in, give them a bit of a playground spot to seek shelter from any birds that come through. Would probably be best to go ahead and try and raise up this side of the pond. Probably the easiest thing to do, but since it's raining right now, I'm just gonna try and pack it a little bit because we just got the fish in here, and the last thing I want it to do is overflow with the new fish and have them go bye-bye. So I'm just gonna pack it up just a little bit, kind of give it that little bit of room to catch the rain that's of course already disappearing, so that might have been unnecessary, but we'll come back through and touch this up at a later time. As you can see, it's already getting pretty high around here, so that's why we've got extra pond liner on this side compared to that side, so I'll come back through and raise this up a little bit since it slants down towards this side at the moment. But we'll go ahead and finish up with the rock now and then put the plants in. Check out this one. This will be a nice piece for the fish in there. Sword right here, I've got 2 of these. It's got that nice broad leaf on it to give the fish a good hiding spot underneath it. We'll just go ahead and pop them out of the pots they're in, tuck them into the rock and sand here in the pond, and this will work really good for oxygenating the pond. The more plants you can have, the better. The plecos are also there to help clean up a lot of the algae and stuff like that so it doesn't get too overblown. It's been a few days. The fish are in the pond. We haven't seen any floating yet. Now they're normally hiding. We don't really see them at all. Something's crawling on me. Bugs. But we don't really see the fish at all. It seems like they're really enjoying the cave system. They haven't found any floating on top of the pond, so that's a good sign that they're alive and well. We have seen a few of them with their little tails kind of squirming back and forth, but don't just take my word for it. Let's switch to the GoPro. Finally have a reason to use this on the channel for the first time and get you guys some shots of the fish if we can find them. I was gonna do more with the pond for this video for you guys, but unfortunately we had a bit of a mishap. I had a surprise knock at my door wanting to drop off a bunch of mulch. Check this out. This stuff is almost as tall as I am, which probably isn't saying much with how vertically challenged I am, but absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna have Olivia show the picture real quick of the company. We're gonna drop a link in the description so you guys can check them out if you need tree service done in your area. These are definitely the guys to call. I've got a deal worked out with them. They're gonna be bringing me a lot of mulch. I'm very excited about this. This is gonna help out the farm like crazy. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on. Bye.